Hi guys, welcome back to the Mental Health Quarters. My name is Ese and I am happy to be back on your screens. Today I'll be discussing a very important part of my journey which I haven't had the privilege to discuss over here because it was a very dark time in my life. And so let's just get right into the video. For those of you who are new here, please kindly subscribe and share this video with your friends. If you are not new, please subscribe. I do check the analytics and it's very sad that most of the time people who watch my channel haven't subscribed. Please do this so that we can get more engagement and also so that the message of mental health will be spread across the globe. So thank you so much for doing that for me. I appreciate you. Let's get right into the video. So today I'll be talking about what to do when people doubt your recovery. Let's just go back in time. So when I was diagnosed in 2015 with bipolar disorder, I went into a period of denial because look, I was just 21. I mean, it was not even funny at all. I was very angry, I was sad, I was guilty. It was just a cocktail of emotions because I couldn't seem to understand how come someone like me, somebody that I considered myself at the time as a good Christian, somebody who has a relationship with God, how in the hell do I end up getting a mental health condition upon all the sicknesses that are out there in the world? That was how my mind was processing it. It was just really tough for me to understand. In my head, I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Like, what the hell just happened to me? Like, that's how angry I was. And at the time, I was in my second. Okay, so the symptoms started in my second semester after I ended my relationship with my boyfriend at the time. And so by the time level 300 came, I was now officially clinically diagnosed. And so I went into a period of denial for a year because I felt like if I take my medications, it's like I'm trying to tell God that I don't believe him and I don't have the faith that he can heal me. And also if I take my medication, it's a sign of defeat, it's a sign of weakness, it's a sign of surrender, so many things. And I just decided that, you know what, when I'm at home, when my parents can monitor me, I'll take the medication. When I go to school, I won't take the medication. So when I was on campus at the time, my symptoms got worse. The symptoms got really, really worse. Like, it's like when you have malaria, until you take the medication for a period of time and you start taking it and you think, oh, I'm better, so I don't need to do the 5 days or how many days they've asked me to, the condition comes back and comes back harder. And so yes, a lot of people now saw me in full blown manic effect. They saw my highs, they saw my lows. They just couldn't understand, this girl that we've known, like, what happened to her? Like, what's going on with her? And people just thought, oh, it's just my, like, this is my new character, so obviously it's my fault. Whatever is going on with me, it is all her fault. They just didn't seem to understand that a condition can cause somebody to behave in a certain type of way. And so after 1 year, after I was done my level 3, and I was like, look, I did not listen to my doctors, I did not listen to my parents, my symptoms got worse. Now I failed 3 courses, my relationships with people had just become a mess. I was not in a good headspace. I was just, every area of my life, I would say that I had like problems, because the thing with mental health is use your mental health for everything. So when it's compromised, almost every area of your life is affected. And so for now that I was going for my study abroad program, by the grace of God, I got a scholarship to go to Benin. When I was going, I decided that, you know what, let me just try this medication thing, accept what I'm taught at therapy and see how that goes for me. Guess what? I saw the results. I saw that I was sleeping well, I was eating well, was having good relationships with people, my grades were coming up. I was like, man, this thing wasn't a scam. Oh. Like, my doctors were actually telling me the truth. And so I accepted that, you know what, acceptance is part of healing is part of recovery. Accept that yes, there's a problem now. I have a mental health condition, but I can manage it and I can be whatever I want to be in this life. And so now, you know where the tricky part comes? When people actually doubt your recovery. I mean, and the thing is, we are human beings, but sometimes when you are in the position of you have worked so hard to attain a certain height in your road to recovery or your mountain of recovery or your mental health journey, it's not funny when people doubt your recovery. Why am I saying that? Because people are used to like when you start working on yourself, it doesn't matter what you do, sometimes people will still doubt your recovery. So for example, like at home at the time years ago, my parents will still double check to make sure I have taken my medication. They will ask me, have you taken your medication? And there were times that I would just get upset and tell them, you know what, the whole world, the person who wouldn't want to relapse is me. Like, I am fighting for my life. I don't want to fall sick. So you don't have to ever worry about me not taking my medication. But I understood them because this was someone that I would throw my medication on campus. I was like living like I was lying to them that I was fine, but I was actually not fine. So they had every right to be double checking sometimes. Then when it comes to friends, sometimes people would use your past against you. Maybe a past experience, a past, sometimes people don't even know how to relate with you anymore because now they are walking on eggshells around you. They don't trust that, oh, you are fine. You are doing well for yourself. You are taking your meds. You are taking therapy seriously. You are taking your academics seriously. You are taking relationships with people seriously. And so it's really is hard. Sometimes there were times that I had to just tell myself, you know what? You see these people, let me stop trying to convince them verbally that I am a changed person, I am well, I'm fine, I'm this. Let my actions prove for itself. Like, let them speak for itself. And so what happened was I just stopped caring about what people were saying at the time. Oh, this girl, she has a mental problem, she's like this. People with bipolar disorder are like that. They sleep around, they do. I just I forgot about all those misconceptions because I saw that these misconceptions are not me. Like, I am an individual. I'm working really hard on myself. So let me just live my life and enjoy my life. And I did. I worked so hard that at a point, me myself, I even forgot I had a mental health condition. If it's not my medications I take daily, I don't even think about the fact that I have a mental health condition because you see, you do not always have to prove to people that you are you are fine, you are okay. If they don't believe you, let them be there. Like, this world, it doesn't matter what you do, people will always talk about you. So I stopped trying to tell people that I'm fine. I'm like, I'm living my life. And it got to a point, sometimes people would text me and be like, oh, I'm really sorry I wasn't there for you at the time that you needed me the most, because I wish I was there for you. And I just say, oh, okay, it's fine. Because they felt like that was their protective mechanism. Like, they are just trying to stay away and not associate with me, the person, like the 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 black sheep at the time. They don't want to be associated with that. They want to be associated with what is good, what is nice, what is like. But at the time that I was struggling, no, we don't want to be associated with struggle. And so when people don't believe your road to recovery or that you are doing everything to be fine, like I said, you don't always have to like say something. Just live your life. At the time, whatever it you are doing, just you do it so that you can be well. And then another thing I would like to say is that when people doubt your road to recovery, that is the time to develop a certain level of self-awareness. I'm telling you, when you are isolated, when people leave you in your time of struggle, it lets you, become friends with yourself, develop yourself, know yourself. So at the time that people like isolate, like I was isolated from people because people didn't want to associate with me, that was the time that I began to develop a very good relationship with myself, go on solo dates, go and like have discussions in my head with myself. Like I'm my friend first before I'm friends with other people. You see, so when I'm having discussions with myself, studying myself, what are my triggers? What are my stresses? You know, when you are learning about yourself, it gets to a point, even if something is going wrong in your system and you go to the hospital, you can easily tell them that this time I was feeling this way, but I noticed that when you adjusted the medication, I started feeling this way. I started feeling depressed because you have come to, you are not spending your time thinking about how you can make people happy, but you are focused on your mental health and your journey. And trust me, it's been 10 years. I don't think anybody has come to ask me, oh, are you taking your medication? Are you, doing what you are supposed to do? Because they themselves, the way I will slay when you see me, you will not even, you will even forget that I was diagnosed with a mental health condition. Because that's the point. For me, it's like a personal branding I'm doing. I'm selling myself that, look, yes, doctors say I have a mental health condition, but mental health condition got nothing on me. Like I look nice, I smell nice, I feel nice. I'm projecting like the image that people would like to be associated with. So there's no way you can tell me that I am sick because I am well. I have worked hard to be well. So I don't remember the last time someone came to ask me. And trust me, it can happen for you. There are lots of people with mental health conditions who think for the rest of their lives they will forever be linked to their condition. That is all how people will see them all the time. If it wasn't even the kind of work I do as a mental health advocate, going around doing speaking engagements, I doubt people will even know I have a mental health condition because I would probably have been doing something else, probably working somewhere that maybe my colleagues wouldn't even know I have a mental health condition. But because I'm a public mental health advocate, this is the work I do, so people will definitely know. So it's about, you know, personally branding yourself and thinking about how can I be better? How can I get well? For me, I have always considered my mental health journey as like a race. So when I'm in my track like of life and I see my support system, my family, my friends, my team of mental health professionals on the sideline cheering for me myself, I'm cheering for myself the most because it's like essay, you gotta win, you have to win, nothing can get you down. So I'll be running and running. This is just like figuratively. And even when I fall, maybe I relapse or something, I tell myself, I say, you, even though you are depressed, even though you are down, you can't do anything. I will just cry unto God and say, God, please heal me, help me to get back to the way I used to be. I'll still be taking my medications, go for my review, blah, blah. And usually a depressive episode for me lasts like 2 to 3 weeks. I got depressed last year because I had a throat infection. And usually I've noticed that physical conditions trigger a depressive episode for me sometimes. So when I was sick, stuck in my room, I mean, my mother did her best, called some of my friends come and visit me. Me myself, I was just, watching my movies, minding my business, telling God, God, heal me or heal me. And when I did get better, I'm like, yeah, we are back on track. We are running. We keep running, 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 running. So for me, I would not, I would say that you need to be focused on yourself. The moment you are focused on yourself, the noise around doesn't bother you. Sometimes I get really sad when people call me and they're like, oh, my family member or my friend has refused to take the medication, has refused to seek professional help, has refused. And at the end of the day, I tell these people that, can I have a conversation with the person in question? Because I want them to see me and hear me and know that I understand you. I know what it feels like to be diagnosed with a mental health condition. It feels like you're the only one in this world who has this condition and you never get well, you never get better. I want them to see me and know that you gonna be fine. You gonna be fine. But unfortunately, some of these people are so deep in denial that they don't even want to talk to me. And so maybe a year or two later, then a family member or friend calls and it's like, they are worse, they have gotten really bad, and you know, and I'm like, look, in this world, we are actually blessed to be in a time where professional help, the medications, we have a myriad, like a variety of them. So seeking professional help will only enable you to be able to do the things that you can do. It doesn't mean, it's not a sign of weakness. So I tell them, until this person accepts professional help, the medication, therapy, self-care, all these things, this person is not going to get better. They are only going to get worse. And I see it happening. Trust me, I love the quality of life that I am enjoying now. And I have seen that it took good advice, prayers, everything is a combination, a cocktail of all the things that I've done to get to where I am. So if you see me today, I did a lot of work in the background. Like I did a lot to just, get to where I am. And right now, as I'm sitting here, do I care if someone doubts my road to recovery? I just don't even care, because if you think that because I have a mental health condition 24/7 I am sick, oh, then your level of mental health knowledge is really low. Because as I'm sitting here, I'm not having a manic episode, a depressive episode. I am actually really fine, just like you as you're watching me on your screen. So why would you think that people with mental health conditions, we are always sick? No, we aren't always sick. We are fine. There are times that we can have a very high quality of mental health. There are times that our mental health can be of a poor quality. But at the end of the day, it depends on the individual, what they are doing to get to where they are. I don't play with my I protect my mental health. I prioritize it. I don't play with it. So if you think that you care more about my mental health than I do, oh, yeah, in for a spoiler alert, because I really do care about my mental health. I think after God, then it's me. So just work hard on yourself. Just make sure that you, and it's a collaborative effort, you, your family, your friends, your doctor, your nurses, everybody, so that you can be where you want to be today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Trust me, I know you can do this. You've got this. You can do it, so don't give up. So thank you so much for watching. It's goodbye for now. Bye.